I'm Katrina, and today we're going to be learning how to balance a checkbook. So one of the reasons why you balance a checkbook is to make sure that the transactions that you keep of all of your spendings and taking money out of the ATM are the same as the transactions that your bank records through your bank account. Now, I always recommend that you keep a register on pen and paper because sometimes electronic registers log things wrong, or you might forget to log something one day and then it shows up on your monthly statement and you don't know where it came from. So I just always recommend to have it on pen and paper. The first thing that we're going to do is have your list of transactions and your monthly statement side by side. Now the next thing you want to do is put a check mark next to each of your transactions as they appear on your monthly statement. Now, a pen and paper register has this handy little column where you can put check marks in there, so that's what I use to keep track of them. Now, the transactions that I have on my register are reflectant of someone who's 18 to 24, in college, or just got out of college and is trying to live their life as an adult. So, keep that in mind as I go through my expenses. So the first thing we have is a phone bill. So that's on both. Next we have rent, which is on both, same amount. Lunch, the electric bill, paycheck, going to the movies, another paycheck, and finally groceries. Okay, so as you can see, everything on my register lined up with my monthly statement. So that's good. And the final step that you want to do is to look at your balances. So my balance that I have is $67.73, which is the same on my monthly statement. So that means that all of my expenses checked out. But what if they didn't? What if my monthly statement had a weird charge of a shopping spree for $50 and my bank account balances don't match? So what I recommend to do is to circle the expense on your monthly statement and then call your bank to talk about it. Because sometimes you might have just forgotten to write it down in your register, or maybe someone stole your information, or something even worse. So it's always good to go through your balances on both of your statement and your register to make sure that everything matches up. Because you never know what could happen. Okay, so finally, what we want to do is go in your register and draw a line under your last payment in the book. So for me, that was a paycheck. So now everything above the line was for the month of January, which was last month, and then everything below the line can be for the month of February. So I have a fresh start. And then for your bank statement, it is recommended that you keep it in a file for up to 7 years, as the IRS suggests, even though the banks keep your records electronically for 5 years. Again, this is one of those things where it's always better to have a hard paper copy instead of trusting electronic statements, because sometimes charges might be lost or forgotten, or there might be extra ones which you were unaware of, and you will always have proof of what actually happened that month. Okay, so that's it for the video. I hope you guys learned something and enjoyed it, and I would really appreciate it if you would take the survey below the video to give me more information about how I'm doing, what I should do next, and how you thought the video was. So, I hope to see you again next time. Thank you so much for coming.